Welcome back to the Bloom Room, and I actually look like a YouTuber today with my backdrop and everything, and I'm feeling the vibe. So this video was requested. One video that got a lot of attention was my astral projection, lucid dreaming, and divination dream video. So I thought it'd be cool to recreate that and do like not only sleeping but like waking sober trippy experiences. So first I'm going to talk about my experiences that have started happening to me since my third eye has naturally started to open. I don't even want to make a whole video on the third eye because I feel like it's so overly like talked about. Physically, it's a gland in your brain. Spiritually, it's a chakra, an energy system, and a literal eye. It's responsible for seeing the world the way that it really is, seeing the true nature of reality. And when your third eye begins to open, you will have cool experiences that will let you know, like, yes, it's opening. So now my third eye is opening naturally, and I'm going to share with you some experiences I've had. By the way, most of these experiences happen to me before I go to sleep. So I would say dedicate at least an hour before you go to sleep to stay off social media, and I would say escape the matrix. Like, an hour when you wake up and an hour when you go to sleep is the time when you're so connected to the metaphysical, because you are so close to that realm, that you should just focus on meditation, prayer, and intention, and some cool stuff will happen. So a common thing that happens to people and to me when your third eye opens is that you will feel buzzing. This loud ass truck got me fucked up. So buzzing, physical buzzing, you might feel it right here, you might feel it on your whole body, but I felt it right here, and it just feels like your whole brain is like zzz. It just feels like buzzing, just like what it sounds like. Another thing that has happened to me, it's been in the dark, like I said, before I go to sleep, and I can see static like from a blanket, or like, you know, when you touch someone and you get shocked. I've physically seen static. Another thing is seeing things vibrate. Like when you're on shrooms, everything's vibrating and breathing, but up to like a month after, things still vibrate, like when you look at them, even though you're not tripping anymore. And I feel like that's the veil. The veil's lifted when you take shrooms, and your third eye, you're seeing things how they actually are. And so I feel like that's why it has lasting effects after. I've seen things breathe, I've seen things move. If I look really closely sometimes, I can see like energy particles in the air, or like static, like I said. I made a video explaining how life is a simulation, literally a computer. And so it's so cool when you can see energy particles in the air, and you can kind of break through that veil and see the true nature of reality. It makes you feel like a fucking boss. Another thing that can happen when your third eye is beginning to open, or that happens to me, is like when I close my eyes before I go to sleep, or sometimes even in my dreams, it's like someone put a movie reel in my brain, and a scene will play that I have no connection to, no knowledge of. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm not in the scene. I don't know anyone here. It's in the olden days, or just random that I could not make up in my mind, will play out in my head. I have had dreams that are like literal movies, like narrator, plot, beginning, end, plot twist, like every component of an actual movie has been in my dream. So to me, when you have experiences like that, when you have visions in your third eye, when you close your eyes and a scene will come up, or a face, or words, I know. Boom. So I feel like when you have these experiences, I really truly feel like these are your past lives. And so whenever you have a dream that you can't make sense of, or you weren't in, or anything that I explained, question yourself, meditate on it. Was this my past life? It can be really cool and interesting. Something else crazy that happened to me that you guys probably might not believe, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because what do I have to lie for? I was half asleep. I was in a very, very deep state of relaxation, like that state right before sleep, I think. And my eyes were closed, and I could see what was happening, but my eyes were closed, and I kept testing it. I was like, I'm fucking going crazy. Are my eyes open and I don't realize it? So I would test it, and there was something playing on the TV, something on TLC, like about nails. They were talking about French tip or something, and I could see the nails. So I would watch the TV, and I'll be like, okay, I would close my eyes and I would see my eyelid closing. But when it was closed, it was as if I didn't close my eyes. I could still see the TV. And I knew I wasn't tripping because I would open my eyes, listen to the TV, be closing them, still listen. And then whatever I saw when my eyes were closed, it still matched up with what I was hearing. That was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. But it's very possible. There's a whole YouTube video of this girl with the blindfold being able to see everything with her third eye. So I wasn't exactly sober or awake, but I was halfway. This is something I wrote in my notes. Every time I have a cool experience, I'll write it in my notes. And this was the other night. It says, so I remember this. I was just, my eyes were closed, normal night. I was probably high. And just, it looked like I was flying through space. I'm trying to describe this stuff, but I can't even describe it. I'm flying through space. How else does that look? I'll put a picture in case you guys don't get it. Here's another note that I put. So that was a really cool experience I had too. It's just like what it sounds like. I didn't picture this. It came to me, I guess. It's not like I was using my imagination to try to do this, but it happened to me. And it was just like 3 of me, the Holy Trinity, no, 3 of me. And I was at the center, my present self. And I literally like just saw them all merging into one. And then it was the brightest light I've ever experienced. I thought that was very symbolic and very meaningful because I have been trying to integrate my soul and the aspects of myself that I've let go of. My past self, I've been trying to pull, like, what made me so childlike and playful. For my future self, what's making me so successful in the future? I'm trying to bring it into the now. And so that experience, you will have experiences like this to confirm to you, like, yes, you are doing what you're supposed to do and it's working. I want to talk about some dreams that I've had lately. One night I dreamt that I was in this airplane. The airplane malfunctioned. It starts coming down. It's coming down. It's finna crash. So I'm like holding on to this raft or something. I'm holding on to something flying through the air. I thought I was going to die. I thought that was it. I thought I was going to hit the ground. I was going to wake up, whatever. I landed in this water. These are my surroundings. The sky is black. I'm floating in this water, but it's yellow. There's debris in it everywhere. Debris floating. I'm floating on debris. Like, I am floating debris at this point. Smoke. There's dead animals in the water. I'm not even kidding. And then this, like, opera voice. I'm about to try to do it. This literal opera singing voice just plays overhead, and it's like, who burnt Portugal to the ground? I was like, so Portugal is where I'm at, apparently. And I like looked up when I woke up. I looked up like Portugal, earthquake, tsunami, like whatever makes water yellow and makes a flood with dead animals floating in it. And then I saw something like the reason why Portugal, or when Portugal will have its most disastrous earthquake or something, or volcano, or there was something that was so like, but after that I didn't look into it again. This is my favorite dream that I've had to date, I think. God showed me in my dream that I am doing the right thing and I'm leveling up. It was just a normal dream. I was with my family, friends, whatever, standing outside. We look up, or people are like, whoa, what's that? We look up in the sky. It's like a huge ass bird, like big as fuck. Okay? Normal. On fire. Not so normal. So I'm the only, I was like freaking out. Like I said in my dreams, I'm me. I'm just normal as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And everybody else is like, whoa, I don't know. And I'm like, no, it's deeper than that. I need answers. So I go to my parents' house and I'm explaining everybody I see. I'm like, did you see this big ass thing in the sky? Like, what the fuck was that? It was on fire and it was flying, and it wasn't dead. It was just flying. And so everyone's like, yeah, I saw that. I don't know what it was. I'm like, why the fuck is everyone so calm? Like, that shit's crazy. So when I woke up, originally in my dream, I thought it was an eagle because it was just a big ass bird. That's the only bird that I could think of. So I looked up eagle burning on fire, flying, blah, 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 blah. I keep searching. Eventually I come to the phoenix. And if you don't know what a phoenix is, it's a very symbolic. Basically, the phoenix represents walking through the fire. It represents rebirth. So that bird was on fire and not dead, but flying, walking in it, walking in its shadow. It represents like dealing with the hard shit and coming out anew and not letting it burn you and not letting it kill you, but letting it recreate you. That dream was in a time when I was very focused on my spirituality, very focused on my path, and I was very in alignment. And that dream came to me, and I just, oh my God, I have chills even thinking about it. Another crazy dream that I've had that has really shown me the true power of your thoughts within a dream and outside of a dream. I was in this elevator, and before I had this dream, a little bit of context, I was feeling like I was thinking to myself, I always expect the worst, and then the worst always happens. There's a connection, there's a correlation, like of literally expecting the worst, like expecting somebody to fuck up, expecting the worst, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I go to sleep. This is my dream. I'm in an elevator. I got a handful of cash, and I'm counting that shit. And all of a sudden, this white guy comes in the elevator. Normal white guy. He doesn't look scary or nothing. Nothing about him scares me. But for some reason, in my dream, I had this thought. I had a big ass wad of cash, and I was like, I should not be holding this right now. He's going to take advantage of me, or like he's going to try to steal it. That was just the thought that I had in my dream, because I'm a negative thinker sometimes, like most of us. And in my dreams too. Right when I think that is when he starts looking scary, and he's like looking at me, and like I'm just like, I start backing up to the elevator. I put my money down. I'm backing up to the corner of the elevator. I'm like, please don't take this. Please don't rob me. Then he gives me this look, and he's like smiling so big, bro. He's like, why would I do that? Then like starts walking closer, and I was like, I don't know. Like so shook in my dream. And so eventually like I just keep getting scared of this man, and then I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna rape me. And before that thought, I didn't think he was gonna rape me. I thought he was gonna rob me. But then I have this thought, he's about to rape me in this elevator. So in my dream, this is the fucked upest dream I ever had. He basically just like gets closer to me, like starts touching me, like starts, you know what I mean, starts trying to grab me. And in my dream I couldn't fight him off, but I woke myself up because I wasn't about to be raped in a dream and experience that, because I will be traumatized for life. So basically that dream, I manifested every bad thing that happened in that dream. If in my dream from the jump I was counting my money and I had a thought, instead of saying he's going to rob me, I could have thought of a positive thought and it would have happened. Like literally, I know for a fact that I manifested all of this. He was a normal, just non-threatening guy at first. I have a thought and he changes instantly, his whole demeanor, everything. So that dream really showed me how strong my thoughts are and how I really manifest every bad thing and every scary thing that happens to me. This is like not really a dream, but you know how, I don't know if you've heard, but they say that when you're in the astral or when you're dreaming and something scary happens, or even in the physical, like you're supposed to imagine a bright white light surrounding you, and that's your shield. This has never happened. It's never like worked for me, or I never felt like I needed to. I've heard of it, but I never experienced it, and I was always like, does it work? Is that corny? I don't know. So in this dream, I was just in this normal house with people I babysit, but I was really scared. There was evil forces, and I couldn't see anything scary, but I could feel it. Negative energy surrounding me in this dream. So I did the white light shield thing, and I literally felt so safe. I was not scared. I don't even know if I was there anymore. I just felt no ounce of fear, and I felt so safe and protected. So that actually does work if you guys are ever in a situation in the astral or when you're dreaming that you don't want to be in. My last little weird dream that I've had is that I wake up one day and everybody in the world is in a trance, like a sim. and I'm the only one who's awake. And so in my dream, I'm like pretending like I'm normal, like pretending to be a robot, like Divergent, I swear. I've always knew I was Divergent, but now. So in my dream, what do I decide to do since everyone is a sim? Everyone's acting like a literal sim and no one is alive or awake. I decided to loot, and I went and I robbed a store, and in the cash register was only $10 bills, whatever that means, I don't know. But I just want to leave this video on a light note. So those are my experiences, my trippy sober third eye experiences and my divination dreams. I want you guys to put your dreams, crazy dreams, or like memorable recurrent dreams in the comments. Or if you want me to try to decipher some of your dreams or break it down, anything that you want to share. I love to hear dreams and I love to hear experiences. So let me know what happens to you guys whenever you're really in alignment. Let me know, and thanks for watching.